joy of discovery, with the thrill of living, with the knowledge of divine creation, and with the blessings of love. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. The voice of woman. The voice of woman is immodest. The voice of woman chants Torah. The voice of woman demands justice. The voice of woman comforts a child. The voice of woman sings with joy. The voice of a woman teaches the ignorant. The voice of a woman prays with devotion. What should be forgiven is silence. Baruch atah Adonai ohev emo Yisrael.
Shh. Listen. Shh. You have to listen to hear. Shh. Can you hear? Can you hear the surprise and delight in Sarah's laughter? Can you hear the joy and pride in Miriam's song? Can you hear the strength and wisdom in Deborah's clear judgments? Can you hear warmth in your grandmother's voice calling you to the Shabbos table? Can you hear your mother's love as she recites the Sabbath blessings? Can you hear your daughter's clear, high voice chanting as she joins the circle of women? Can you hear your sisters' earnest prayers as they share their goodness and courage? Can you hear your granddaughter's newborn cry as she joins the Jewish chorus? Can you hear your own heart beating, reaching to join the song of praise for Adonai? Shh. Can you hear? Can you hear the women who came before you? Can you hear the women yet to come? Can you hear us all as one? Shh. Listen. Hear. Shema.
Please rise as you are able, as we recite the Shema, as we offer the Shema. Please leave. Shema. Be seated.
When you sit in your At the Sea, a meditation before Mikamoko written by Rabbi Lila Gail Berner. Moses, our brother, led us, the men, out of Egypt. Miriam, our sister, guided the women from that narrow, constricting place. We were afraid. Nachshon, our bold brother, leaped into the sea, and we followed, fear still with us, but losing its grip. The waters parted, and we rushed to freedom.
On the other side, Moses, our suffering brother, sang a song of freedom, his tongue gliding along the words, "No slaughter now, only smooth, silky, strong, sparkling song." In Egypt, our manhood disappeared. In the wilderness, in burning bush and bramble thicket and desert brush, we became proud men once more. In Egypt, our womanhood was abused. In the wilderness, Miriam's well sustained us. We gave birth to children, born into freedom. In the desert, we became proud women once more.
In Egypt, our courage disappeared. At the sea and the waters, in our frantic swim, wade, walk, run across the water's bed. And we became brave once more. And so we sang until our lungs filled with the breath of the bold and the spirit of the free. And so we sang until our words flowed into chant, until our chant merged into rhythm, until our rhythm blended into dance. And Miriam, our sister, took her timbrel out, and all the women danced. At the sea, we were men again. At the sea, we were people again. Oh, women again, I'm sorry. At the sea, we were people again, filled with the plenitude of freedom.
Mi kamoch ba'elim Adonai, mi kamoch neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot sefele, nora tehilot sefele. A little louder this time. Mi kamoch ba'elim Adonai, mi kamoch neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot sefele, nora tehilot sefele. Malachutecha ra'u banecha, ukeyam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze li anu v'yamru, anu v'yamru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, ya la ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. And the women dancing with their timbrels follow Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance all night long. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב גואלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Sacred memories flood our dreams. We awake awestruck. We are explorers with an exquisite vision to become God's soul mirrors, reflecting dignity, justice, beauty. Divine sparks fill forth from our hands. We create with compassion and trust.
We breathe. I doubled the line.
We breathe life into moments of peace, our hearts responding with whispers of hope. Our children learn to weave tapestries of dream memory, and God weeps tears of relief and joy, as we affirm our shared unbroken promise, our covenant of the Spirit.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeis sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Wait. Yes, do you, okay, we'll do that one. Which one were you doing? A Debbie Friedman one, but that's okay. Do the one you know. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dor tamrit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dor tamrit olam. It's there. Sorry. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dor tamrit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dor tamrit olam. Uvayom hashi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dor tamrit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dor tamrit olam.
I Am a Jew by Elena Blicker. I am a Jew who is a woman, and I pray. I braid the dough for the challah and bless the Shabbat candles, and wrap myself in the talit I have woven, and I pray. I am a link between those who stood at Sinai and those who survived the Shoah, those who would dream and build futures, and those who will gather the shattered shards of glass to heal the world. And I pray, I am a woman who is a Jew.
Please rise as you are able for the Amidah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer chasadim tovim v'konei hakol, v'zocher chastei avot v'imahot, u'mevi gula livnei v'neihem, leman shemo be'ahava, melech ozer Moshiach u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayeh hatov Hoshia, morid hatau, mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim berofei cholim, umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Michamucham bal gevurot umido melach. Melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atar l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kedoshim b'chol yom yalchalucha salah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. Nice to have you up here.
For Shabbat by Nancy Lee Gossels. Holy One of Being, help us replace the earthbound things, confines of space with Sabbath eyes, with Sabbath heart. Help us to climb, to reach that place in sacred time where we can find our Sabbath soul. Help us, we pray, to recognize your holiness, to sanctify and to embrace this Sabbath day, your precious gift with love and grace. Atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Avodah by Denise Scherer Jacobson. O compassionate one of Israel, accept the sincerity with which we pray for ourselves, for our people, and for the world. May our consciousness of you embrace each action that we take and allow us to recall the nearness of your presence created in this quiet time of worship. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shehinnato l'tzion.
Continue with a song at some point if my microphone turns on. We will continue with a song of gratitude, which you can find up there, written by Beth Schaefer, whose music we will hear also at the end of the service.
Modim, 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 אנחנו לך. Join us. Modim, 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 אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו. I will give thanks for the sunshine. I will give thanks for the rain. I will give thanks for the good times. Pray they come again. Modim, אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו. I will give thanks for my life. I will give thanks for your love. I will give thanks for your goodness. You know I never get enough. Modim, אנחנו לך. More. Modim, אנחנו לך. We got more to be thankful for. Modim, אנחנו לך. Modim, אנחנו לך. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot.
Giver of Peace by Barbara D. Hollander. Giver of peace, teach us to see ourselves in the face of the other, that we may learn to be patient with fault, generous in love, sparing with anger. Help us to understand that our little lives are potent with great good that we are healers in your image, that reaching out in need of you to others more in need, we find you near. Give us the grace simply to be, then peace must surely come to dwell among us.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et avo Yisrael, b'shalom.
Please take a moment for silent meditation.
we begin the Torah service. And ask you to please rise as you are able.
And would everyone who's will our Torah readers at least come up? We don't need everyone who's participating to come up quite yet.
And of course, sing along.
Yes.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai ve'ein kemasecha Malchutecha malchut kol olamim u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yitein Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom Av harachamim Heitiv avirtzoncha et Zion Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim Ki v'chal levad batachnu Melech eram v'nisa Adon olamim Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Udevar Adonai mirushalayim Baruch shenatan Torah Torah Baruch shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shmo Gadlul Adonai iti Uneromema Shemo Yachtav Lecha Adonai Hagedula V'Gevura V'Hatiferet V'Hanetzach V'Hahod Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz Lecha Adonai ha'mamlacha Yamit na'aseh lechol erosh Lecha Adonai ha'gedula V'Gevura V'Hatiferet V'Hanetzach V'Hahod Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz Lecha Adonai ha'mamlacha Yamit na'aseh lechol erosh Al shlosha devarim Al shlosha devarim Al shlosha devarim Ha'olam omed Al shlosha devarim Al shlosha devarim Al shlosha devarim Ha'olam omed Al haTorah v'al avodah v'al gemilul chasadim Al haTorah v'al avodah v'al gemilul chasadim Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kadsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kadsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu romemu Ya la la 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 ya la 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 Ya 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 la 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 ya la 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 la.
It's
Is your copy here? It's okay. I just want to make sure I have it. Okay, I just have to find it.
We are reading from Parshat
Please may pages not be there.
Shlach Lecha. Is that it? Okay.
Just have to find it.
Parshat Shlach Lecha, which is the parsha that is being read in Israel. We follow the Israeli calendar, so if you have come from a congregation that follows the diaspora calendar, we're a week ahead of everybody. We know what's coming before they do. No spoilers, right? This week, the parsha tells the story of the scouts from the Israelite community who go up to the land of Israel, the promised land, to see what it's like, and then come back with some information. And is it good? Yes and no. It's good, like the land is good, but there are giants, and they say that the land is one that it eats its inhabitants. And so then it causes an uproar in the community, and they don't want to continue, and that's where we pick up, right? Yes. Great. So, no, just call up the groups.
Tamod.
No.
Aliyah Harishon. Now, the incoming officers of the Women of Temple Sinai, please come up for the first Aliyah. Our reader will be Barbara Gibson. If you're following along, we're reading in the Book of Numbers, chapter 14, verses 8 through 12. The Chumash that I have begins that on page 1110.
And those are the ones you have in the pew racks.
Right there. Or there. Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Amen. Im chafetz banu Adonai, והביא אותנו אל הארץ הזאת, ונתנה לנו ארץ אשר היא זבת חלב ודבש, אך באדוני אל תמרדו, ואתם אל תראו את עם הארץ, כי לחמנו הם סרצילם עליהם, באדוני איתנו, אל תיראום, ויאמרו כל העדה, לרגום אתם אותם באבנים, וכבוד אדוני נראה באוהל מועד על כל בני ישראל. ויאמר אדוני אל משה, עד אנה ינעצוני העם הזה, ועד אנה לא יאמינו בי בכל האותות אשר עשיתי בקרבו. הכנו בדבר והורישנו, ואעשה אותך לגוי גדול ועצום ממנו.
And the Eternal One said to Moses, how long, I started a little late. If pleased with us, the Eternal will bring us into that land, a land that flows with milk and honey, and give it to us. Only you must not rebel against the Eternal. Have no fear then of the people of the country, for they are our prey. Their protection has departed from them. But the Eternal is with us. Have no fear of them. As the whole community threatened to pelt them with stones, the presence of the Eternal appeared in the tent of meeting to all the Israelites. And the Eternal One said to Moses, "How long will this people spurn me, and how long will they have no faith in me, despite all the signs that I have performed in their midst? I will strike them with pestilence and disown them, and I will make of you a nation far more numerous than they." Yep. 1, 2, 3. Amen.
Ta'amdu l'aliyah hasheni. We read in the book of Numbers, again, chapter 14, verses 13 through 16, and we call for this aliyah all the past presidents, the lifetime trustees, and the women of valor of the women of Temple Sinai.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Vayomer Moshe el Adonai, and Moses said to Adonai. So remember, the community is about to pelt him and Aaron with stones, and God is like, okay, I'm just going to start over with you, Moses. And Moses says to Adonai, V'shamu Mitzrayim ki helita bechochacha et ha'am hazeh mikir bo. And the Egyptians will say that you took them out, brought them up with your strength, this people from their midst. Ve'amru el yoshev ha'aretz hazot, and will say to the inhabitants of this land, of their land, Shamu ki ata Adonai bekerev ha'am hazeh. You are the God who dwells or who is in the midst of this people. Asher ayin ba'ayin nir'ah ata Adonai. Eye to eye or face to face, in plain sight, you show yourself to them. Ve'anancha omed aleihem ba'amud anan. Ata holech lifneihem yomam ba'amud esh uve'amud esh ba'layla. And you are one who goes with them in a cloud, in a pillar of cloud. You go before them during the day and in a pillar of fire at night. Vehameta et ha'am hazeh ki'ish echad. And if you kill all of these people to the very last person, v'amru hagoyim asher shamu et shimacha lemor. The people who hear of this, who hear rumors of this, will say thus, ha-bilti yecholet Adonai, mi bilti yecholet Adonai, lehavi et ha'am hazeh el ha'aretz asher nishba lahem. I don't think that God could actually bring those people into the land that God promised them. Vayishchatem b'midbar, and instead that God killed them in the wilderness. Bum, bum, bum. Right.
Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet
L'chaye olam atah b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Rabbi Gibson would say Yashar koach, right? Yeah, you go over to that. Spot. Don't worry about the sweaty hands. We got you covered.
Okay, wait.
Except I didn't bring my
Get
glasses
cold,
up
so I might as
here.
well just stay right up here.
Fine. Oh, wait, you're going to hear Grandma's voice. Just a minute.
You're gonna.
They can't hear me, but you need the microphone.
Yeah, but they
Okay.
have to.
Yeah.
Difficult story.
And you'll hear at the end of this Torah reading these words that we say on Yom Kippur as we cry out to God.
Oh, no.
So right now. Ta'amdu l'aliyah ha'shlishit. Will please for the third aliyah, the outgoing officers of the women of Temple Sinai, please come to the bima. Our reader is Laura Fell, and she will be reading, again, the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verses 17 through 20.
If you're part of the outgoing.
1, 2, 3. Baruch Adonai Hambarah. Baruch Adonai Hambarah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bokar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Ve'ata yigdana koach Adonai ka'asher dibarta lemor Adonai aref apayim ve'hesed nosei avon v'fasha v'nakei lo yenakei poded, oh, I'm sorry, Pokad, Avon Avot, Al Banaim, Al Shalashim, Ve'al Revi'im, Selek Na, La'avon, Ha'am Hazel, Kedodel, Hasteha, Asher. I'm sorry. I'm like losing it. The Asher Nasata La'am Hazel Mimitzrayim Ve'ad Hina Vayomer Adonai Salakti Kidvareha.
Wait, hold on. So Moses continues. If then you slay this people, every single person, the nations who have heard your fame will say, it must be, I read that already, it must be because the Eternal was powerless to bring that people into the land promised to them on oath that God slaughtered them in the wilderness. Therefore, I pray, let my Lord's forbearance be great, as you have declared, saying, the Eternal, slow to anger and abounding in kindness, forgiving iniquity and transgression, yet not remitting all punishment, but visiting the iniquity of the parents upon the children, upon the third and fourth generations. Pardon, please, the iniquity of this people according to your great kindness, as you have forgiven this people ever since Egypt. And the Eternal One said, I pardon as you have asked.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'kayah
Namnata betochenu,
Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
With the Torah out in our midst, the source of our strength. We ask for strength and healing for all those who are in need of healing of mind, healing of body, healing of spirit. And as my eyes meet yours, I invite you to share the names of those you're thinking of with the congregation, or to hold them close in your heart so that we can take all of our healing spirit and send it to them. On this Shabbat we think of
Chava Batelli, Joe Darmel, and Joey McIntyre. Misheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Please rise as you are able for the lifting and dressing of the Torah.
Awesome. Right, you know what to do, right? Yeah. I'd say go. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai biyad Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. 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 Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Oh, Miriam. In a way, yes. Yes.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Last Friday, I went to a meeting 3 days early. This is not the way I usually roll, as many people can tell you. So there I sat alone at a table for 5, waiting for the others to arrive. I had arrived at 12:15. It finally occurred to me to make a call to see why I was sitting alone. I had arrived at the right restaurant, the right time, just 3 days early. The meeting was set for Monday, a fact recorded on my phone but ignored by me. At that point, I had 3 options. Number 1, yell at myself for screwing things up. 2, go home and feel stupid. 3, have lunch alone. All 3 options were negative, at least by my perspective. Then across the restaurant came into my view the smile of my dear friend Karen Howard. So I moved myself to her table to have a delightful hour-long lunch. Good outcome, yes? I thought so. It's all in how I chose to see the situation. It's all about perspective. And this week's Parsha, Shalach Lecha, is also about perspective. How humans see their world, the others in their world, and their place in it. The events that follow the 12 spies' return from the land of Canaan lead to the wandering of the Israelites in the desert for 40 years. Because 10 of these spies allow their fear of the unknown to distort the tales they bring back to Moses, no one was permitted to enter the promised land, except for Caleb and Joshua, the 2 spies who put aside their fear and allow their faith to guide their words, their perspective, and their report. Only Caleb and Joshua kept their faith in God and Moses, but I think they also kept their faith in themselves and all the Israelites they represented. The 12 spies all view an identical scene, but they perceive it in distinctly different ways. 10 of them see giants in Canaan that will destroy the Israelites, and they predict dire consequences if they dare to enter the land, let alone conquer it and claim it as their own. As Rabbi Nancy Weiner writes, they see exactly the same landscapes, the same towns and cities, the same people, yet when they return to Moses and the collectives, the ways they make sense of the same data depend on who they are, where they are. Their own personal experiences, emotions, and expectations inform the ways in which their minds process the information and the final way in which they make sense of the data they have encountered. In this parsha, the Torah highlights a central aspect of our human experience. The facts on the ground, the raw data, are what they are. But like the spies, we make meaning out of this data based on our own personal collective experiences, our own psychological concerns, and the lenses through which we look. We create meaning from the facts by interpreting them, both in the context of our own lives and through the subjectivity of our own experience. Long before Aaron T. Back discovered the cognitive behavioral therapy, Moses knew about perspective and how it influences thought and therefore behavior. He wants them to look at the land with an eye to an extended future, the future that God promises the Israelites. FDR's immortal words, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself," are but a small but important snippet of the entire text of his first inaugural speech given in 1933 in the depths of the Great Depression. Here are these words in context. First of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance. The remainder of this magnificent piece of oratory guides the American people step by step through the seemingly insurmountable problems they face, the giants that were seen by 10 of the spies. FDR takes his cue from the Torah. See things as they really are, he advises the American people, not as they appear to you, informed by your own perspective. A healthy dose of fear is what keeps us alive when confronted by truly dangerous foes.
Confidence in your own abilities will not save you from a lunging tiger, but confidence in your ability to confront and manage those elements in a life that we can't control is exactly the quality Moses seeks in the spies. Leaders need to be able to guide and lead with the confidence they have in their own strength. Since this parsha describes how perceptions guide our actions, I thought a female consideration would help me to understand these events more clearly, knowing full well that this is, after all, the Torah, written by and for men, the most patriarchal book ever produced. I still looked for a reason why all the spies were men, with never a mention of a woman considered for the job. Silly me, this is the Torah. But lo and behold, I found what I was looking for on the website for the Shalom Hartman Institute. With the title, Send Women to Spy Out the Land, I knew I had struck gold. This commentary by Dr. Chana Pinchasky discusses what might have happened if women were chosen to take on this important task. Men and women absolutely perceive reality different, and anyone who denies it has never shopped for anything with a person of the opposite gender. Dr. Pinchasi contends that 12 women might have brought back to the wilderness the fruit of the land and the giant clusters of grapes with an entirely different outcome. Dr. Pinchasi cites Rabbi Shlomo Ephraim of Lunchitz, commonly known as Kiliakar, who lived in Poland and Prague in the 16th century. God wanted women as spies, he contends, but Moses chose men. The men hated the land, for they said, "Let us turn around and return to Egypt," whereas the women loved the land, for they said, "Give to us a holding in it." Therefore, the Holy One said, "From my perspective, for I know the future, it would have been better to send the women who love the land and would not speak ill of it." Sending women to reconnoiter Canaan, or at least 6 of the spies, would have given an entirely different perspective on the situation, and 40 years of wandering in the desert could have been avoided. This doesn't mean that women are superior to men, just that we have different life experiences from which we make our decisions. Dr. Pinchasi points out that we women, for the most part, grew up on the margins of the community with a less aggressive approach. Girls of my era, as well as the boys, absorbed the "men are stronger" mantra. It's sometimes a struggle for me to avoid falling back into that mode of behavior, even when I know I'm the smartest and strongest human in the room. I've also found that asserting myself openly can lead to nasty looks and comebacks from male principals and supervisors. Leaders are often sure that they know what is best simply because they are leaders. According to Kiliakar of the 16th century, in God's eyes, the world could have been a better place if women were involved in running it. There is something the way women understand things, communicate, and act that developed over the generations that may prevent opportunities and even disasters. Jewish literature, particularly the Torah, is filled with what-ifs. They're called midrashim. What if 10 of the spies had been optimistic and only 2 guided by fear? Would Moses have gone with the majority opinion as he did when he ordered that only Caleb and Joshua could enter the promised land? What if God had been more direct as he gave instructions to Moses and specifically said that at least some of the spies needed to be women to achieve a balance? What if the 10 spies had talked out their perspectives with Caleb and Joshua? For the first 46 years of Temple Sinai's life, our auxiliary was called sisterhood, as many still are. The word sisterhood defines an important element of who we are: sisters for each other, supporting each other. As our new name says, we are a group led by and guided by women, patterned after the national organization, Women of Reformed Judaism. But the designation Women of Temple Sinai brings forth the image of us women who support, encourage, augment, and grow our congregation as a whole entity. We don't wait to be told what work needs to be done. We seek it out and we do it. Our projects cover the entire spectrum of Temple Sinai life. High holiday greeting cards bequeathed to us from Lois Gibson through Barbara Gibson. Baking for the Caring Freezer to provide meals for members experiencing difficult times in their lives. Connecting with women through cards sent on the occasion of life events. Creating Purim baskets for patrons of the Squirrel Hill Community Food Pantry. Participating in the Neshama Center agenda to guide spiritual events on the Bima. Actively engaging in many of the Tikkun Olam activities. Providing assistance to members who need support for Shiva minions. If you scratch the surface of any event at Temple Sinai, you will find a woman's hands at work. Though often joined by the men of brotherhood in some of these events, we women bring a different sensibility to each occasion. WoTS is a multi-generational group of women who certainly have different perspectives on each of our issues. But these perspectives are not time-bound. Discussions led by various project chairs and meetings chaired by Laura Fail, Susan Blackman, Laura Arnold, and the women you saw in the Bima receiving the honor of an Aliyah opened the floor to a respectful interchange of ideas. The women of Reform Judaism, formed decades before we were born, took bold stands and stood up to the men in power. In 1913, the year of its founding, WRJ put forth historical platforms to make lives of women better. Through the YES, Youth Education and Special Projects Fund of WRJ, rabbis' educations are funded and international progressive congregations take hold in their lands. The WoTS iteration of the YES Fund is our Youth Scholarship Fund, through which we offer scholarships to any Temple Sinai student who wishes to take advantage of off-site education opportunities, including summer camps. When these students come home to present what they've learned through this experience, we truly see the future. And that's really what this parsha tells us. Perspective is everything. A balance of perspectives might have kept the Jews from a 40-day wandering in the desert. Guided by insight and a view of the future rather than unreasoning fear, Moses might have reached a different conclusion. The Israelites needed faith in themselves as well as faith in God. Perhaps then, send to yourself, Lech Lecha, could have been a message of self-confidence and hope for the future. Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, that was weak, everyone. It is the third Friday in, what month are we in? June. And so anyone who has a birthday in June, please come on up. June birthdays. June birthdays.
Just hang here with you. I'll just hang here with you. I love your shoes, though. It's so much fun. Good. Well, but like, oh, you made it all work. It's totally fun.
Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is say your name, say what day your birthday is, or was, and if you would like, how old you are. Or how old you'll be on your birthday, what age you will turn.
How old you want to be? How about that?
I'm Philip Baumfeld. My birthday was on June 4th, and I turned 72.
My name's Aaron Gaines. My birthday's June 24th. That'll be Monday. I'll be 62.
Risa Rosenthal, June 11th, 63.
Natalie Semetsky, June 17, 34.
Rachel Landay, June 25th, 70.
I'm Lavi. I turned 32 on the 1st.
Oh, take some candy. Specifically, this is chocolate from Israel. So a special blessing for all of you as you reach the end and the beginning of another year. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov v'Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all of you who celebrate birthdays in the month of June with wonderful summer joy and sunshine, as well as health and happiness, chance to see things from different perspectives, and to find the way your perspectives change the world. And of course, we ask for the blessing of peace as together we say,
Amen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Say Mazel Tov. Please rise as you're able as we return the Torah to the ark.
יהללו את שם אדוני כי נשגב שמו לבדו. עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה, חדש עלינו כקדם.
Please be seated. And I'd like to invite up Laura Fell for some announcements.
So I would like to invite up Rabbi Jamie Gibson, as on behalf of Women of Temple Sinai, we wanted to do something this year for in the memory of your mother, Lois Gibson, because Women of Temple Sinai's fundraisers, both the high holiday cards and the matzah brittle, were actually from his mother in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So in memory, in loving memory of your mother, Lois Gibson, we made 2 contributions on her behalf. The first one, we made a contribution to Women of Reform Judaism Yes Fund, because we knew how important sisterhood and WRJ was to your mother, and she was a force within that movement that we all know. So this is the first. And the second one, we made a donation to the Gibson Family Reform Education Fund at Temple Israel, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Again, in memory of your mother, and her memory will live on here as always.
She'll be very honored. She helped start a sisterhood in 1954 at Temple Sinai in Tenafly, New Jersey, and she would be so proud of all the women here tonight lifting their voices and making me sit back there.
Thank you.
Thank you also to our greeter, Mike Kalura, and to, of course, all of the women of Temple Sinai who helped to put together our service and participated in our service. Our cantorial program is underwritten by a generous grant from Edgar Snyder, and we are so grateful for his continued support of Jewish music at Temple Sinai. Tomorrow morning, we have Torah study at 8:30, followed by our morning service at 9:15. and it's a very light week, so the next thing that's happening after Shabbat is Shabbat. But the exciting thing about next Shabbat is that now that we have a ramp from our entry down to our rose garden, we can now have outdoor services, and assuming the weather holds out, and I wish I had control over that, but I don't, assuming the weather holds out, we will have our first Shabbat service in the garden in a number of years, actually. So I hope to see you there at 7 o'clock. Please bring your picnic blankets and or your stadium chairs or whatever you would like to sit on. It's going to be very informal and lovely, assuming we get to be outside. It'll be lovely even if we're not outside, but that's we continue now with Aleinu. And I'll ask you to please rise as you're able.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
As we prepare to say Mourner's Kaddish, we pause to remember members of our own sisterhood and pillars of sisterhood for whom we are grateful. Nat Diamondstone, Jane Siegel, and Lois Gibson. They are our past, and we are their future.
We also think of those in our own community who have died at this time in years past. And if I say the name of someone that you are remembering on this Shabbat, whose yahrzeit occurs in the week to come, I invite you to rise as you are able so we can acknowledge you as a mourner. On this Shabbat, we think of Arthur Adelsheimer, Daniel Barrich, Bessie Barkley, Sylvia Barman, Florence Buncher, Stanley Bushkoff, Mark Ross Cohen, Jean Davis, Catherine Dorfson, Morris Edelman, Erwin Engel, Lillian Epstein, Fanny Franzos, Elsie Freed, Manuel Gold, Eva R. Goldstein, Sarah Gordon, Anne Unger Greenberg, Esther Gross, Betty Lampenfeld, Rose Buddy Leventhal, Louis Leventon, Elliot Rubin Lipman, Donald C. McKenney, Penelope Rose Miller, Arthur Mullins, Leah Pasek Podolsky, Margaret Reiber, Anna Nauhaus Rosenson, Diana Tauber Ross, Morris L. Shapiro, Albert Spirer, Marion Taube, Hyman Weinstein, Philip Weiss, Marilyn Weisenbaum, Caroline Whalen, and Herbert Usem. We also think of those who have died in recent weeks, especially Gilbert Weil, the husband of Eileen Weil, and Erwin Eisenson. If anyone else is in a period of mourning, I invite you to rise as well. And now for everyone to rise as you are able so that our mourners do not stand alone as they recite the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmo. Be'almad divrach hirtei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'gala u'bizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivrach le'lam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all who mourn us. Together we say, amen. Please remain standing as you are able for our concluding song, Limdu Heitev by Beth Schaefer. And would all of the WoTS women come on up to participate in this?
Okay. One moment, just before we sing this song, just everyone should kind of know the origins of this song because it's very special. It's kind of considered the WRJ anthem. It was created for our centennial, which you heard Mimi say, was in 2013 because we were founded in 1913. But 2 years before our centennial, at the URJ biennial, the big thousands of people gathering of the movement, we took 3 pieces of text and we put them in front of everyone at the biennial for the week, and we had them vote. And this text from Isaiah was the winning text, the one that spoke to most people. And then we gave this text to Beth Schaefer, who is an amazing spiritual leader, cantor, songwriter, singer in Atlanta. And she created this song from this text for Women of Reform Judaism for our centennial in 2013.
And the words, as it says at the bottom, learn to do good, seek justice, relieve the oppressed, uphold the orphan's rights, take up the widow's cause, all from the words of Isaiah. Ready? Mothers love and mothers hold, mothers shape the world we know. Mama, Mama. Mothers worry, mothers feel, mothers know too well what's real. Mama, Mama. And these are the things our mothers teach us. Lidu heitev dirshu mishpat ashru vamos shivtu atom rivu almana. Amen. Sisters laugh and sisters cry, sisters stand strong by and by. Sister, oh my sister. Sisters know you, sisters sense, sisters keep your precious secrets. Sisters, oh my sisters. And these are the things our sisters teach us. Lidu heitev dirshu mishpat ashru vamos shiftu atom rivu almana. Amen. Daughters wonder, daughters share, daughters make the whole work care. Daughters, precious daughters. Daughters push us, daughters side, daughters make us ask God why. Daughters, precious daughters. And these are the things our daughters teach us. Lidu heitev dirshu mishpat ashru chamos shiftu yatom rivu almana. Amen. Again. Limdu heitev dirshu mishpat ashru chamos shiftu yatom revu amana.
Bruchim atem v'voachem, ruvuchim atem b'tzeitchem, me'ata v'ad olam. Blessed are you as you come in, and blessed are you as you go on your way. And I hope on your way you bring different perspectives and hear different perspectives and appreciate all of the women who make our communities strong. As together we say, Amen. Oh, sorry.
We have a closing prayer. No, a prayer, not a song. I'm not singing. Are we chosen by our life, or do we have a choice? Our tasks choose us, or so it seems. Are we silent behind inner walls, or do we have a voice? Chosen and elected, can we shape our dreams? How we meet the surge of life, this inner stance is ours. To greet the roistering days with a wonder at creation. The hands we use, the words we say in dark or shining hours, strengthen us to face each day in affirmation. Oak strong together, hope banishes fear away, finding strength and worth as we choose to serve each day. And our spirits are lifted as we feel the presence of a higher soul of God. We say to each other, I will be there for you, for WRJ, for Judaism. Here I am, we say to each other and God, Haneni. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minim v'yinot. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who makes many kinds of food, including
animal crackers.
Someone needs to have one. Shabbat Shalom.